Shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Shalom, Labakarium, Shor Yasharala. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect and the elect lady. And I want to touch on something today. Through the Spirit, Lord willing, it's not going to be that long. You know, it's already getting kind of late for me. It's in the evening, 9 p.m., you know. But, you know, recently, last week, we had the elders doing lessons, you know, reproving, as always, confounding Vocab Malone, you know, which is nothing new. You know, we understand Vocab is has no understanding of the scriptures. He has no understanding of the prophecies. And as you can see, he has here in the title, Who Are the Other Sheep of John 10:16, which he totally misunderstood and broke down horribly. And I did a lesson on it as well. John 10:16, we are the people of his pastor, same fold, Israel. And we had the devil come on the comment board, you know, on the lesson. And he goes say, you say I'm alienated. And then he has the nerve to put Ephesians 2:12. All right, remember that you were at the time separate. Let's read it over here. Let's read it in blue letter. He put Ephesians 2:12. That at that time you were without Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope and without the Most High Yahweh in the world. And what is this talking about? All right, let's go into this word commonwealth. Okay, commonwealth.
Strong's G 4174, Politeia.
Politeia, the administration of civil affairs, a state or commonwealth, citizenship, the rights of a citizen. All right, and ultimately, that's what it's talking about. Israelites that lost their way. Paul was writing, he was addressing to Israelites, Jews that lost their identity of being Israelites, all right, that were living in Ephesus, all right? That's what it just means, the commonwealth of Israel. Now, what's interesting is that when you go into verse 11, to get some context, because he posted, you know, verse 12, and Vocab Malone, if you're an Edomite, more likely. And if you are Edomite or you're a heathen, you are definitely completely alienated. You're not part of the covenant. You're not part of the fold. You know, you're out. You out of there, man. All right. This scripture is the Israelites, because verse 11, as you can see, it says, wherefore remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision in the flesh made by hands. And I put that. I replied back to this devil, you know, as you can see here. All right. I put Commonwealth Israel, read verse 11, being made by flesh, by hands. Every Israelite male was to be circumcised. This is law. Who was the law given to? Only Israel. All right, we don't understand the law on circumcision. It was also given down based on the covenant that the Heavenly Father made with Abraham, and then later down it was written in the law. Leviticus 26:46, these are the statutes and judgments and laws which the Lord made between him and the children of Israel in Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses. So anyone that is not an Israelite are alienated from the covenant and have no parts in the commonwealth of Israel. That's what I replied to. Genesis 17:21, then I posted this. But my covenant will I establish with Isaac, which Sarah shall bear unto thee at this said time in the next year. And then I further went and saying Paul is writing to Israelites in Ephesus that lost their identity of being Israelite. It's that simple. You know, this scripture you put right here, Vocab, is just cutting you because this is just talking about Israelites. So you are alienated. You're profane. You're out of the temple. All right? You're not part of the fold. All right? It's that simple. Common wealth. All right, we read that. We just read that. Hold on, Salakia. Okay, commonwealth to Israel. Okay, temporary inhabitants. That's not what I want. All right, let's get what is it? Genesis. I think it's Genesis. Not Genesis. John. Let's go to John 7. I think it's 23. No. John 7 and 35. I think it's 35. Oh, here we go. And this was Yahweh Shai. Let's read 33. Then say Yahweh Shai. Let me highlight this real quick. Then said Yahweh Shai unto them, yet a little while I am with you, and then I go unto him that sent me. Ye shall seek me, and shall not find me, and where I am, thither ye cannot come. Then said the Jews among themselves, whither will he go, that we shall not find him? Will he go unto the dispersed among the Gentiles, and teach the Gentiles? And what is this talking about? Now, what's interesting is John 7 and 35, you go into the NLT. Let's see what it says in the NLT. It's right here. All right, let's go to NLT. John 7 and 35. Then the Jewish leaders were puzzled by this statement. Where is he planning to go? They asked. Is he thinking of leaving the country and going to the Jews in other lands? Maybe he would even teach the Greeks. See? So when you go into Ephesians, let's go back to it. And this is going to be quick, man. You know, Ephesians 2 and 12, this was Paul. All right? This was Paul going to Ephesus teaching the Jews. All right? That's what it was, because he was given that office. His office was to teach the Gentiles, which were Jews, Israelites that lost their way. All right? And it's the same thing through the Spirit in John 7:23. Those are talking about Israelites, those Gentiles. And this, you know, you can knock Vocab head over and over, and he still won't get it because he's the devil. The wicked cannot understand. All right? The wicked just cannot understand. In the back of his mind, Vocab Malone knows that the elders of Great Millstone got 100% truth because they've been inspired and guided by the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And it's killing him. It's you know, he's frustrated. You know, the vocab you see on YouTube, smiling and smirking and all of that, that's not the real vocab. The real vocab is when he's alone home and he's thinking and pondering like, damn, they got the truth. And he know damn well he can't fight it. All right, the Commonwealth of Israel. Now, let me go into Google. Let me see something. Let's see what Commonwealth means. All right, Commonwealth. definition. Let's see what that says.
Commonwealth.
An independent country or community, especially a democratic republic. An international associate consisting of the UK, whatever. Not that. What does being Commonwealth mean? A nation, see that? State or political unit, such as a one founded on law and united by compact or tacit agreement of the people for the common good, in which supreme authority is vested in the people. All right? What was the law founded? We were given a law. Who's the people? Israel. All right? What is the common good? To be righteous and do the best in front of the eyes of the Lord. This is what it's talking about. All right? This is a good definition. Let's see what I think this was Merriam definition. All right? This is a good one from Merriam-Webster. A nation. What is that nation? Huh? What is that nation? Matter of fact, let's go to Deuteronomy. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy. What's that? 4. Let's go into the KJV. All right. I taught you statutes. Then, all right, Deuteronomy 4, 5. I'm going to jump around. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgment, even as the Lord Yahweh my power commanded me, that you should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. All right? Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes, and says, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. What is the Commonwealth? A nation. What is this nation? Israel. One founded on law. What was the law? Given to Israel. Leviticus 26:46. What did it just say here? Let's read it again. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgment, even as the Lord Yahweh my power commanded me, that you should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is the wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, who have the Most High Yahweh so nigh unto them, as the Lord Yahweh our power is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great, that have statutes and judgment so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day? Deuteronomy 1. What did it says? Let's read it. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel. That's that Commonwealth nation. That's speaking about it, Ephesians 2 and 12, vocab. That at time you were without Hamashiach Yahushua, just like us, every brother. We were all brought up. We were all raised in Christianity, Catholicism, Islam. And the Lord woke us up and shook all the confusion from us and poured a spirit of understanding that now we know that we are the children of Israel. We were without Yahushua, being aliens. Yeah, you were alien. You were alienated. You were living like Gentiles. We were all living like Gentiles. Living like the customs of the heathens. From the common, you were stripped away from what? From the commonwealth of Israel. What is that commonwealth? What is it again? A nation. One founded on law, and I'm showing you that nation is what? Israel. These be the words which Moses spoke unto Israel on this side of Jordan in the wilderness, in the plain over against the Red Sea, between Paran, Thophel, Laban, Hazrah, and Dazah. All right? Verse 3, and it came to pass in the 40th year, in the 11th month, on the first day of the month, that Moses spoke unto the children of Israel, according to all that the Lord has given him in a commandment unto them. All right? It's that easy. The Commonwealth of Israel. So yeah, you are alienated, because if you're not in Israel, you better pray. In the words of Apostle Tahar, you better pray you're not an Edomite. You better pray that you are Israelite. But more than likely, 9 out of 10, you've been a devil for a while. So you may just be a devil or heathen. Leviticus 26 and 46, these are the statutes and judgments and laws which the Lord Yahweh made between him and the children of Israel in Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses, man. It's that easy. So let's go back to Ephesians 2 and 12. All right. Let's go to the cross references. Yo, call on y'all. So when you go to Ephesians 2 and 12, and this is where this devil gets it from, probably. Look. Without John 10:16, the cross references, and other sheep I have which are not of this fold, them also I must bring. They shall hear my voice. There should be one fold and one shepherd, one stink, one nation, Israel, the same sheep. Right? John 15 and 5, I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, you can do nothing. All right? So you were alienated from the Commonwealth of Israel and without Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. So when we were all without Hamashiach, like the scriptures say, you can't do nothing. You're not going to understand. See, the Lord is not supping with vocab. You don't have Yahweh Shai. You have Jesus, sweet Jesus. You have that demon vibration of Jesus. And you don't even know you have a demon guiding you. Vocab. Look at this. Colossians 1 and 21. And ye that was sometime alienated. God, Lord, Yahweh, alienated and enemies in your mind by wicked works, ye now have he reconciled. When you reconcile, let me see this word right. When you reconciliate, that means you was at fault with someone or something happened in the past. And you're being what? The word means to come back. So you being back, you're making amends. Matter of fact, let's go into this word. Recounsel. Vocab, you have no understanding.
Strong's G 604. Apakatalasa. Apakatalasa.
See? To recounsel back again. How can you be reconciled back again? How? You have to fall. And that's what's talking about the Commonwealth of Israel. We were all Israelites at one time in the spirit and by flesh through the blood of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And what happened? You fell. You became Greeks. You became heathens. You became Gentiles. You practiced heathenish customs. You lost your identity. You were stripped away from the Commonwealth of Israel. Now, Yahweh Shai is what? To reconcile us back again, man. All right? That's what it means. It's that easy, man. All right? This is the root word. This is the root word. Let me see if I see anything here. See? The root word. Let me see if there's anything interesting. But that's it. You know. Let me see this root word. Look at this. To return to favor with, be reconciled to one. All right? And ultimately, that's what's happened. All right? Colossians 1 and 21. And ye that were sometimes alienated, right? Israelites, and enemies in your mind by wicked works, living an unrighteous life, right? We now have the opportunity to be returned, reconciled back with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right? And all these churches in Ephesus, Colossia, Thessalonica, the Church of Berea, Corinth, Galatia, all these were all Jews that lost their way, that were alienated from the commonwealth of Israel until Paul came into the scene, right? Paul, Gentiles, let me see. Salakia. Let me see. I'm gonna end it right here, because you could go for hours on this subject. Acts 26 and 16 and 17. Let's get that real quick. Acts 26, 16 and 17. Let's read this. Let's see what that says. All right. I'm going to start at 14. And when we were fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue, Saul, Saul, why persecute thou me? It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. And I said, who art thou, Lord? And he said, I am Yahushai, whom thou persecutest. But rise and stand upon thy feet, for I have appeared unto thee for this purpose, to make thee a minister and a witness both of these things which thou hast seen, and of those things in the which I will appear unto thee, delivering thee from the people and from the Gentiles, unto whom now I send thee, to open their eyes and to turn them from darkness to light, and from the power of Shaitan unto the Most High Yahweh, that they may receive forgiveness of sins, an inheritance among them which are sanctified by faith that is in me. Paul was sent. He was a minister sent by Yahushua himself to the Gentiles that lost their way, that were Jews, Israelites that were in darkness. And this also proves a cut to those Sakari cats, man, saying that Paul was confused and that he has no authority. And it says right here that he was sent by Yahushua to be a minister and a witness to the Gentiles. These are the Jews that were in Ephesus, chapter 2 and verse 12, that you so horribly don't understand, Vocab Malone. Okay? So, but we understand that as much as you try to explain this to this devil, he's not going to understand it because he's been blinded. And more likely, he's a devil. He's a heathen. That's why he can't understand it. And I doubt if you're an Israelite. And if you are, because I can't say, only the Lord knows. Ezekiel 18 and 4 say, all souls are mine. Only the Lord knows the reins of the hearts of men. All right? 2nd Ezra 16 and 54, behold, the Lord knoweth all the works of men, their imaginations, their thoughts, and their hearts. So only the Lord knows who you are, Vocab. And if you are Israelite, you must have been a wicked super. You might just be Jason. You might just be Jason that Apostle Gabar was going into today. The ungodly wretch. Because you just, if you are an Israelite, a Jew, and I doubt it, but if you are, you might be him. You a super duper wicked ass Israelite that was rebellious in the past, didn't want to be an Israelite, following the customs of the pagan nations and serving their gods. And now you're back and reincarnated serving sweet Jesus, man. But more likely, you're Edom. You're Amalek. You come from the seed of Cain, and that's why you cannot understand these prophecies. And you're not going to be able to do or shake this truth. Because the men of the Lord in the book of Sirach, we're standing on truth, the foundation, our cornerstone, which is Yahweh Shai, not Jesus. And the Sirach tells you that as timber girt, so shall a man stand his truth. And timber girt, that's like the beams of a home, a house, or a building. It keeps the structure standing from collapsing. It prevents a floor and walls to crush, because the beams, the timber is wood. But today we have wood, timber girt inside these buildings. It holds up so it won't collapse. The men of the Lord, through the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, we're standing on that timber girt. We're standing on that foundation, and we ain't going to be shaken. You know? And this just also proves that you're hurt, because you know damn well in your spirit, in your heart, that great millstone, starting with the apostles, Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Aramba, Apostle Recall, the apostles, and elders of great millstone has the 100% truth. All right? You're able to go and have a text conversation back and forth with Deacon. You're able to have these low-level Israelites just reprobates in your platform. All right? But the true men are not going to deal with you, man. Proverbs 14:7 say, run from a foolish man if you don't find no knowledge of him. You have no understanding, and you have no knowledge of the scriptures. You cut yourself in Ephesians 2:12, because that's talking about Israelites. You are alienated if you are heathen. You're not part of this. Revelation 11:1. So, man, look. Vocab, you through, man. All praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, shalom, brothers. Lord willing, you was edifying the spirit. Shalom.